Oops, sorry for the gaggle around. Good morning, everyone. Day 44. Back on the trail. Good rest yesterday. Fantastic breakfast. Man, oh man. Home fries with 3 eggs, 3 slices of bacon, all you can eat pancakes. Man, good. Well worth the effort. It's hard not to get vortexed into those kind of places and hanging out there for a couple of days. But also I ate that barbecue joint. The only barbecue they had was pulled pork. Everything else was, they had no chicken or brisket or ribs. They just had pulled pork. That was the only barbecue they had. The rest, sausage and burgers and stuff like that. So at lunch I had the pulled pork sandwich. It was good, but it was soggy and the bun got soggy and you couldn't pick it up, so you ate it sort of like a wet sandwich. So at dinner I ordered the grilled cheese with pulled pork on it. Way better. It was toasted with the pork and the cheese. Man, it was fantastic. I had homemade mac and cheese with it. And I had, what did I have? I had a Shiner Bock with it. So, outstanding dinner. Boy, I spent a little money in this place. I revamped my gear. So my big 10-degree bag, I sent it home yesterday. I got this Big Agnes, really lightweight. I think it weighs 14 ounces. Lightweight little quilt that will go well with my my base layer that I sleep in. I just need something to take the edge off. So I lost, I think my regular quilt was 24 ounces, 10 degreer. This one weighs, I think 14 ounces. So I lost more than half a pound there. Not that was the concern, I'm just saying in that aspect. Someone in one of the hiker boxes threw out or dropped their, I guess they went to an air pad and they took their old foam pad, their egg carton pad, and didn't want it anymore, so I confiscated that. So now I have foam pads. I have 2 foam pads that I can lay one on top of each other, one smaller than the other. So I'll put the small one on top and use it where my hips are, where my hip lays on the ground. And so I sent my air mattress home that has all the holes in it. I filled out a claim. I filled out a claim to get it replaced. When they get back to me, I'll see if I can get them to ship me the new one somewhere on trail. But that's another, I don't know how much weight that is, so I don't have that anymore either. So pack's a little lighter, but pack is heavy because it's resupply day and I got a pack full of 6 days of food for the 100 mile. So a little bit of different pack setup. And what else did I do? Got a few other things. Oh, my new kicks. Look at this. I don't know if you can see them. Where are we at? I can't see. Shoes, where are you at? So that's them. These are the Ultra Olympuses. Big, look at that padding. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry, I'm on the, you can't switch it around during mid video, but man, like walking on a cloud. So hopefully these are the answer to my prayers. I came down the stairs last night barefoot to go to the bathroom, and I was barefoot and felt like someone was hitting me in the feet with hammers walking down those steps. I put these shoes on this morning, walked down the steps, didn't feel a thing. So that bodes well. So anyway, out a little late, but considering coming from the hospital and the shuttle and all that, it's 8:30 or 8:45, something like that. So goal is to get in 15 or so miles, because it's about 15 miles before we really start climbing again. So if I can bust out these 15 miles, relatively moderate trail, I'll be comfortable with that. So the goal is to get through in less than 5 days, or to include the 5th day. So next weekend I'll be summoning and heading back down south, as I've shared with you before. So anyway, that's my story, day 44. I'm ready to hit it and trying to loosen up my knees a little bit and get loosened up here before I actually hit it. That's why I'm doing the video now. Hope you guys are safe, and I will see you a little while down the trail. I don't know how much views and stuff like that there's going to be. I guess there's some pretty cool waterfalls in the next couple of days, so I'll get some pictures of those and video those, but for the most part, we'll see how it goes. Okay, take care, and I'll talk to you later today. Put a little addition to yesterday's little blurb about that whole, the smell that you emit and whether it's not enough protein and all that. So we got back to camp. Bunch of us started doing a little research about that. What she said was sort of right. So what the truth is that if you have a high protein, low carbohydrate diet, then your body will burn muscle and stuff like that, because you're not getting enough energy. You are getting high protein, you're getting enough protein, but you're not getting enough carbs, not getting enough calories. So the goal is to add more calories to the diet, okay? So apparently why I've lost so much weight so quick, I'm just not eating enough, let's put it that way. I'm eating over 3,000 calories a day, but one of the guys that owns the hostel, he was talking about burning 8,000 calories a day sometimes. So I mean, there's absolutely no way I'm gonna carry 5,000 calories worth of food per day. I'm not gonna do it. I don't need to do it. I'm not hungry when I'm eating. I mean, I'm good, body's still wanting more, I get that, but so I upped my diet. I'm up to, I think I mean, if I stuck with this diet, I would be right around almost 3,500 calories a day. I know that's not 8,000, that's not 5,000, but I mean, right now my pack is heavy because of the food that I have now. And the problem with that is the more weight you're carrying, of course, the more strain and stress you're putting on your knees and your back and your legs and all that. So I mean, it's a trade-off. And not to mention, I probably ate 10,000 calories yesterday. So, you know, once a week rolling in, once every 5 to 7 days rolling in and getting that big massive crush of calories, that lasts you a couple of days. Anyway, well, depending on what frame of mind you're in, but I'm not going to start eating much more, or let's just say I'm not going to start carrying much more food. I'm good with my diet. I'm eating every 2 hours. Apparently I'm getting plenty of protein, so I feel comfortable with what I'm eating. I still have a lot of fat to burn. I got fat hanging on me a little bit, so as long as I'm not busting down my muscles, that's the only concern. So anyway, I just wanted to touch base on that a little bit. The whole just not getting enough protein, that's sort of not what it is, and that's what she said. And it's a combination of too much protein and not enough carbs. That's all it is. So when you put that combination together, you can start burning muscle that way, because your body will bust into your muscles to get more carbs. So I think something to that effect. You talk to 10 people, you hear 10 different stories, so hard to say. So okay, I'm rambling again, but I think that's the answer to what she was telling me. So I'll see. Like I said, I added another, I'm upwards of about 3,500 calories now. So I mean, I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not, but we'll see. I'll start paying more attention to the carbs. But I eat a lot of sugar stuff. That's a lot of carbs. So not sure. I just added, believe it or not, and you are going to be like, oh man, that's not food. So honey buns. you know, the Krispy Kreme honey buns, the big fat round ones. So I added those to my breakfast. They're almost 600 calories. And that's just, that's just all sugar, I guess, flour, the bread or whatever, but it's 600 calories. So just by adding that, I don't even know how many carbs they have in there. We've got to be a buttload. So I added those into the diet also. And man, if that doesn't kick up some energy in the morning, nothing will. So anyway, still sticking to, I do the 2 instant coffees and the 2 to 3 carnation breakfasts in the morning. That just I fixed that the night before, so when I wake up, I just chug that down. And that's my get me on the trail energy. And like I said, I'm stopping every 2 hours now, 8:30, 10:30, 12:30, and 2:30. Those are my stop times. And I stop for about 15 minutes each. I rehydrate, I camel up, I eat, take a little break, and then I keep going. And man, it's working. You know, I'm doing a lot more miles comfortably compared to when I was doing 3-hour breaks. So I think it's working for me. So anyway, that's my story for now. Done rambling. I'll talk to you later. Here's what I'm talking about. I know it's all sugar, but this is 570 calories and 73 grams of carbs. That's a lot. So anyway, this is what I'm talking about. This is the quick food, lots of carbs, lots of, what was I talking about? The, calories, almost 600 calories and just one little happy dessert. Anyway, sorry. End of day 44, I think. Did about 16 miles today. Wanted to do more, just got out too late. It was too late to get out to do any damage anyway. Still got 22 miles, 23 miles, 22 miles to the last big mountain before Katahdin. That's the real issue here, is getting across this little small mountain range over the next day or so. I really wanted to get up to the Whitecap. So Whitecap Mountain is the last peak before Katahdin and the last peak in the 50-mile or the 100-mile wilderness, and it's only 40 miles from the beginning of the 100-mile wilderness. So once you're past that, you got almost 50 miles, 60 miles of just flat, flying kind of terrain. So I really reason why I wanted to be on Whitecap tomorrow is because reason why I wanted to be on Whitecap tomorrow because that's the first time you can see Mount Katahdin. And I really want to be able to wake up on Whitecap and see the sun rise and hit Katahdin from that view. It's supposed to be spectacular, and 22 miles is not the problem. It's the climbs that are in between those 22 miles. 22 miles can be tough, so I'm going to wake up. I'm going to set my alarm for 4. That gets me, if I wake up at 4, that gets me packed up and ready to go 4:30, 4:45 because it's in the dark. Probably 4:45, but it'll be light enough to see. And I'll start hiking then. If I can even maintain semblance of 2 miles an hour, I should be able to do it. If I'm down to around 1.5 miles per hour, it's going to be close. So anyway, I'm going to get up early and see what I can do. Plus, the next peak is a little under 3 miles. If I start hiking at 4:30, 4:45, before 5, I probably won't make it up there. I was thinking I could catch this next peak and catch the sunrise, but
little too far. 3 miles is a little tough to push uphill. I can't do 3 miles an hour, so I probably won't catch the sunrise. But anyway, first night, 100-mile wilderness, didn't knock off a lot of miles, but hopefully I can knock off these tomorrow, see what I can do, and then it's only a couple days in. So other than that, I'm good. Fell a couple of times today, new shoes, the heels are higher, so my toes are lower. I'm tripping on a lot of more stuff. I tripped on a lot of stuff today. I fell a couple of times, got my foot wedged in a couple of rocks and lost my balance. I was fully loaded to go up the mountain tonight with water, which is another 8 pounds, plus I have a full 6 days of food, which is another, I don't know, 10 pounds. So that's 17 pounds plus my pack. I'm almost 30 pounds right now, and I fell twice today with that weight, and it's making a difference. My shoulder was well in tonight, so I gotta drink. I'm definitely gonna, once I get up top, I should be good till I get down, and then I won't have to worry about water again after that. There's plenty of water all over the place, but there's no water on these next mountains. So anyway, everything's good. I'm almost back to Massachusetts. I'm excited about that. So I'm gonna get to Millinocket. I talked to the lady. So I don't know if I said anything. The people who run the the hostel that I stayed at last night, their mother and father run the Appalachian Lodge in Millinocket. So when you go into the Birches or go into the Baxter State Park, through hikers, guys who are on the 100-mile wilderness, can stay at a place called the Birches. It's $10, but you have to stay at one of the campsites, either Birches or Katahdin Stream. Katahdin Stream is full up. Birches is specifically for people who came through the 100-mile wilderness, which is me. There's a whole gaggle of guys behind me that are coming out tomorrow to do the same trek I did today. I need to stay ahead of those guys so that they don't take up all the campsites. They're planning on summiting on the 17th. My goal is to summit on the 16th. So hopefully, sorry, I got lighting problems. It's dark if you can't tell. Hopefully I can stay out ahead of those guys and get a place at the Birches. It's a long, drawn-out process, but all I got to do is get there and I can figure it out. So anyway, the lady who owns the Appalachian Lodge said if there's an issue with that, she would come pick me up, because she was at the hostel last night. She said she'd come pick me up. She said call her from Able Bridge. She'll come pick me up, let me stay at the lodge that night, and bring me back at 7:30 in the next morning, and I can climb Katahdin without staying at one of the same campsites or nothing. So worst case scenario, I have a backup plan. So anyway, that's my story. I think I'm on day 44. Hope you guys are safe. I will talk to you tomorrow. Sorry, not a lot of views today. Pretty much down. The climbs I did do, you couldn't see much. So a couple of waterfalls, but nothing that I could get good pictures of. But tomorrow might be better. So sorry, not much views today. So be safe. That's my story.